And we're live. Hi guys, welcome.
Hey everybody.
We've got MeaD MaDe with us today again. I'm going to bring his screen on board because his mic is on that one.
Awesome.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
man.
hear you.
Excellent. So do
How's
we
it
want to
going?
start with introductions?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
You guys
Why
go
don't you go
first.
first?
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. We're back and forth. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Chris, and I am on the YouTube channel It's MeaD MaDe, and that is where I teach people on how to 3D print and also how to paint your 3D prints. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. I have got a little TV from Ryan here, and I am going to be painting this while these guys are modeling.
Yeah, man.
You're up.
Go ahead and kick it off, Ron.
So, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Ryan. I am a video game developer and I make toys along with an Inspyr team.
Yeah, I'm Chris, founder of Inspyr3D. I'm basically started out as a hobbyist and moved into the 3D printing arena and been there ever since. So, we make statues for 3D printing. And tonight, we're going to start on the next Patreon vote winner, which was actually Chris's suggestion.
Yes.
Hellboy won, so we're going to start modeling Hellboy.
So awesome.
See how far we can get.
I'm super excited for this one. Huge
Yeah.
Hellboy fan.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. He's got some interesting anatomy, so it'll be a fun one to try to tackle.
And then what I'm doing right now is, so I'm going to just start painting this TV, and you can see it. It's got a bunch of little pieces and parts because it's an old 80s looking TV, the box TVs. And I have already skipped one step because I didn't want to hand paint my primer. So all I did was airbrush this, and that's why it's on these little sticks, because I was airbrushing it. But I painted it with the black Vallejo surface primer. And then this is going to be my base to start.
Awesome. Should be fun.
And these models will be coming out eventually. There's just some fine tuning. Chris gets an early access to the alpha versions.
I am R&D. And it has been fun. One thing for those of you that actually airbrush, these things are something I actually picked up from the channel Filament Fandoms. He actually made these, and then I decided to, because these things are like, you can get like 20 of them for like $10 on Amazon, or you can spend $5 for 100 of these little alligator clips and like $2 on 100 of these bamboo skewers, and then just crimp it together. So like, they're super handy to have if you airbrush, especially with little pieces and parts. Like, as you can see, like the legs, like really handy little thing, a little DIY. So you can get 100 of them for the cost of, 20 of them.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'll probably have to pick those up because I do plan on trying to paint my model that's coming out next. So
I use them more for airbrush too. Like sometimes when I have little tiny pieces, I'll just like clip them in there and hold it. Or if I'm not using tweezers, but I like these that I don't have to keep holding pressure, like it'll hold them.
Yeah.
And as long as you're easy with them, it doesn't scratch. Like if you're using resin, it won't scratch your stuff or anything. You just got to be careful.
Cool. Yeah. Dad's garage. Some Good Samaritan is on the table, but what Chris just asked me. But what I had originally planned to go with may not have it visible, so we will see. But I probably will model it just so it's there.
It's just his gun is so iconic. It's just funny you said that because like I literally said that before we started because he's like, we're gonna start this and like, what about the Good Samaritan? All right.
Especially since we missed my little gun demonstration last week.
Yeah. Right.
All right. We got to organize this stuff here. There's a lot of pieces. All right.
All right, we got one more guest to bring on here. And there she is. Hey,
hello,
Sparky.
hello. How are you?
Sparky.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hi, MeaD. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Awesome. How are you?
I just woke up, so excuse me.
Nice. So you got your Pixelogic hat on?
Yes, it's my favorite hat.
Yeah.
Just
awesome.
No branding, right?
So Sparky, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right. Well, I'm Sparkyface5. You can call me Hey You, Tessa over there, Oi, all of those things. I got two kids behind me, so if I disappear quickly. Yeah, mother of two. I'm a 3D designer, and I design stuff for 3D printing in particular. And my kids need help playing Minecraft, so yeah, that's me.
Awesome.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
So, Chris, we are gonna you ready to get started?
Oh yeah, got my paint. I'm all ready. I'm gonna be starting with the wood paneling.
Awesome.
And if you guys don't know what this is an actual texture board for dry brushing. It's actually, I make these and sell them. It just helps you to get rid of the paint, and it's got different textures on it essentially. But all I'm going to be doing is getting my base coats here.
Nice.
I did out a layout.
Sorry,
Hey, go into your one block. I'm just doing things that no more Minecraft because I'm gonna play no more Minecraft.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I just need to find something I'm gonna follow for Hellboy's face. Ended up working 10 hours overtime today, and then had to get ready for the stream. So
come on. So while he's getting ready, if you can see, I'm not actually getting that much, like, because how you can get really good dry brush is basically you add layers. So like this is a super dark brown that I'm using, and I'm just barely hitting it just to get a little bit of a dark texture to it. So it's got a little bit of a brown tone to it. So you can see black, a little bit of brown. And then for the wood grain, I'm just going to be building this up to a lighter and lighter brown. And then the ridges will stay dark. So that just helps to kind of give a little more of the realism. And dry brush works really good when there's like high ridges. Like Ryan got some really nice wood grain in this.
I tried.
Yeah, it's great. The top looks really good too. There's going to be some really nice stuff on the top.
There we go. That's one we used last week. So Tessa, you're gonna do some sculpting with us today.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, my brain turns on and we can get something that's recognizable on the screen. That'll be good. What are you working on still? The Goliath?
I am pretty much wrapped up with Goliath and starting the key portion. And then Chris will be starting his Hellboy.
Hellboy sounds fun. I'm thinking something along the lines of a Pokemon. Maybe
Nice.
Squirtle. Which did you ever play the original red and blue and yellow Game Boy games? Which
Absolutely.
one? Which one?
I know I did.
What was your starter? Who did you always start with?
Bulbasaur. He's my dude.
Mm-hmm. I was always Squirtle.
It was always Charmander. I always played on the blue version.
Oh, look at that.
The
3
three of
for
us.
3.
Tell you what. I've probably, honestly, I have painted. I don't know if I've printed and painted more Bulbasaurs or turtles. I know probably more Bulbasaurs. Like I don't know why, but I actually 3D printed a life-size one that was like over 2 foot tall, and
That's awesome.
he's massive because he's also 2 foot wide.
Do you have photos of that?
I
I didn't bring that up.
It's in all of my shorts, but so he has been put on hiatus because something tragic happened to him. I know I get comments all the time of like what happened to him, but I got a DLP sprayer because I couldn't use an airbrush on it, so I went outside and did that. Then I set it in the garage like an idiot, and the next day I come back and it's all swelled up, like you could see the infill on one side. It got too hot, so now I've got to take a heat gun to it and try to form it back because I mean there was 14 spools of filament in this one 3D print.
Need a life-size Me Too death garage.
I'm just having a technical issue, so I might have to come out and back in again.
Okie doke.
All right.
You can take.
The only bad thing about using a clip is sometimes you get that clip mark, and I forgot to flip it over and spray it.
Here we go. We can take a look at where Goliath went until Chris gets back.
That looks good.
This is where we left off with this one last week. So we've got some blending to do. We've got some minor details like the hair and clean up some of the coat details. But nothing major. This one is pretty much good to go.
That looks really good. So what's the base going to be like to, because he's leaning, obviously.
I had an idea with that. So I'm actually thinking about taking this whole thing. Let's see if I can experiment with this real quick.
Sorry, buddy. Back.
Oh, welcome back. Sorry, I'm doing a quick experiment real quick. We're gonna do
ABS. I just saw that. Yeah, projects in Dad's garage. I probably should have done ABS, but I hate ABS because I don't like the smell and I print inside. Like my basement would smell like it. Not a fan. But that would have been the smarter thing. Yeah, he has an interesting idea. Neodymium magnet in the foot. It wouldn't move, that's for sure. My goodness.
Well, let's do a, hold on. Nope, I gotta merge it all.
Right. Okay.
All right.
There we go. I got the right scale. So how's everybody doing in chat?
And these little legs are hard to hold.
Yeah, we forgot the music, didn't we?
Ugh.
Hey, Jace, thanks.
Sorry, I'm having all sorts of issues over here. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. So if I add this, how? Oh, I just took over Ryan's. Okay, so we can only share one screen at a time.
Oh, good. Yep.
You wanna go ahead
Sparky's
and-
coming back with OBS to use as her camera.
Okay. You want me to go ahead and take it from you, or?
Give me just a sec.
Okay.
Know what this idea was real quick.
Awesome, Shelly. Hey, Jace, thanks for sharing the live on LinkedIn and Instagram for us.
Yeah.
That's not what I want.
No, I'm kind of.
Oh, never mind. It crashed on me.
All right.
So you go ahead and take over, Chris. But anyway, the base I'm thinking about is actually the shadow. Doing a silhouette of the shadow.
Oh,
I just
that
noticed
would be
there before I
really
quit on me.
unique.
Yeah.
That's a super cool idea. And a really good way to keep it stable.
And I think it emphasizes that it's the whole environment and lighting and all that kind of stuff.
Oh man, you could get some really cool OSL with that too. Like bright from behind.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, I tried that with. Are you talking about making the shadow the base?
Yep.
Yeah, I tried that with Donkey Kong once.
Okay.
With Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
The one that you have out?
Yeah.
Or the one that you made? I don't think we
Yeah.
released it yet.
No, we haven't re-released Donkey Kong, but he that is his base. Is basically his shadow. I don't really know if I hit it, but that was also a long time ago.
Oh, we missed a question. What type of paint is that?
So the first one I was using is the Game Color Charred Brown. I love this as a base coat brown because it's just really, really dark. It's very close to black. And sometimes I'll actually use this for shadows instead of using straight black. It gives a little more texture to it. Just because most of the time shadows aren't just always just gray or black. So this gives a little more depth. Then I'm about to switch to Army Painter Oak Brown. And this is just a little bit lighter. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to be going up to this, and if I can find it, then end on Khaki from Game Color. Now I mix paints a lot, like all the way to like I could use Apple Barrel. Like I personally could care less what kind of brand it is, because I know some people will only print or paint with like the nicer paints, but I can get the same results with, you know, the 99-cent bottles. I hope that answered it for you.
Hey, David, we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, man.
All right. The one thing I've noticed is you just, especially with the Army Painter paints, if you use those, I mean, you got to shake them to death.
Yeah.
I've got one of those like lab, like vibrating things down here, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not using it just because it is so loud. Sparing you guys.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I've been thinking about getting a paint
So-
shaker.
I got a cheap one, and I like it and I don't like it. I would have rather have gotten, there's ones that you can specifically strap bottles to, and I
Yeah.
wish I'd have gotten that instead,
Okay.
because like I put like stainless steel bearings or balls in my paints to shake them
Mhm.
and like to mix up the paints better, because you can, I don't know if you can
Yeah.
hear it, but I find like when it spins, like because mine like it essentially does like this like rotating motion. It doesn't mix it as well. So I've got to like hold it that way. I've got to hold it on the side, upside down, and it takes almost as long as me shaking it, but it's doesn't wear me out.
Yeah.
But I think I got mine
So-
for like $30 or something, and like the good ones I think are like around 100. Because I've got a buddy that's got a good one, and he likes it. He says it shakes it really well for him, but it's one of those nice to haves, but not needed.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, you know, most of the time I just sit here and shake my arm off until I think it's good.
Yeah.
Give me just a second while I help Sparky troubleshoot her camera here real quick.
Okay. So for those that are new to sculpting and watching sculpture come together, it almost universally looks like hot garbage in the beginning. But maybe by stream 2 we will get out of that little area. I don't know why isn't my stuff working? Hold on.
You're a really good salesman. Like it looks like hot garbage.
Okay, something's not working and I don't know what it is. Okay. Man, this stream is just all sorts of crazy right now. Okay, that works. Oh. Invisible mask somehow. Yeah, so many people, including Ian and my mentor, Shane Olson, calls it the Valley of the Suck. And you're gonna stay into that valley until you're not anymore. And it's kind of weird thing that we have to go through every time we start a sculpt. And I know I'm not the only one who really does not like the beginning. I like the process, but I don't like how it looks. And you kind of always feel like an imposter, you know, at the very beginning. Especially when you see guys like, I don't know, Raph Grassetti, that just, he's amazing at everything he does. And within like 10 minutes, he's got something looking good, you know what I mean? But we all gonna kind of sell our soul to be the greatest sculptor in the world, you know what I mean? Don't tell him I said that.
Hey guys.
Hey, what up, man?
Hey, Matt.
Oops.
She had one munchkin that just wouldn't bite the bullet, and then eventually she did. I was like, halfway out the door, she was like fading away. I was like, I'm God.
Yeah, I gotta use this again. Good. Are there any questions from chat?
So what are you guys working on? What are you making, Chris?
Ryan. Oh, which one?
Yeah, that is gonna be a slight issue.
You can call me MeaD.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Well, what are you both working on? There you go.
You go ahead and start, Chris.
All right. So this is the TV that Ryan actually made And this is going to be going in the diorama. I don't know if this exact one will be in the diorama, but
we are missing a camera. Hi guys, hold on.
Still working on it though. But it's just an 80s like classic looking TV. Yeah, you can see it. But it's got a lot of good little textures in it. I'm kind of excited to get this thing painted.
Does it? Did Ryan? Did you make a giant remote?
No,
Like an
I did not.
oversized remote control with the big buttons. I remember that as a kid. Like it was big for me as a kid. Like any of the TVs we had, right? But like,
Yeah.
Which, hold on, do we have it on? Is it on screen? It's not on screen. Hold on. Let's go back to one of these screens. Okay, there, I got it on screen. Hold on, I still gotta move stuff around. Got a lot on screen today.
Wonder how easy this is going to be to manage.
We'll get the hang of it eventually.
Ooh. Just flipped it.
Go ahead and start slowing off.
Yeah, but
It
this
looks
thing,
like
it
we
looks
got
like it
Sparky
doesn't
back.
even. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
But Matt, this is like one of those TVs that doesn't even look like it had a remote. It's like because he's got these big like clicker knobs on it.
nice.
I have an idea to fix this for next stream, but we are almost there here.
Oh,
I guess I never did answer you, Matt, but I am making starting to block out on Hellboy. So, you know.
Better nice.
And there we go.
Hey, hey!
Nobody touched anything. We got Sparky back. We got everything in place. I think everything's on screen.
Hey, Matt, how you
Back,
going?
Sparky.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Chris. Alrighty.
Basically, I start with a really low poly approach. Get all my basic forms, and it's gonna look faceted for quite a while. While I push and pull things around, and then once I think that it looks good faceted, I'll start kind of smoothing and adding in you know, some sharp lines and things like that to help define the form. You know, it's a process. It's definitely a process.
And you guys saw how my Goliath started. They always start out looking weird.
And also, male characters aren't normally my thing. I'm usually the one that does females in the group. But we'll see how this goes. If something looks weird, I'll fix it eventually. don't know why I just spent so much time shaping that down. Bring out my little ruler. Okay. For those that don't know, Hellboy is 7 feet tall. So this ruler, and it's actually from my mentor Shane Olsen. This represents the average male height, this blue line right here. So 7 feet tall isn't actually on this ruler, so I just stuck the top of his head a little bit above that, and that should be scaled to 7 feet. And I guess, would that make him 7 or 8 heads tall? Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. 8.
Go off the side. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my scale of his head's totally off right now, but we'll go back and fix that. Go through all the proportions later, throw everything in and see what we need to change.
Gotta stop hitting buttons.
Never stop hitting buttons.
Yeah, Mangola always kind of almost draws him where he doesn't have shoulders. It's almost just like, let me get up my epic pen real quick.
Jonathan, he's Chris is sculpting in ZBrush.
I don't know why my epic pen, nothing is working today. There it is. Alright. I'm assuming everybody wants a Mangola sort of version of Hellboy. Like I said, he draws him kind of like where his shoulders are way down here. So that's going to be fun to figure out.
Honestly, that's like I don't know. It's as much as I like Ryan will vouch for me on this one. As much as I curse and swear, try to like replicate a 2D image. It's I don't know. It's trying to find the words. Can't find them. I need to finish my coffee. What like once you like working through it, it's a fun puzzle to figure out. Is what I mean. Like I love puzzles and stuff, so it's nice to try and figure out the puzzle, and then once you actually like nail it, you're just like,
yeah,
right.
Well, I've also heard that he was like he openly admits that he's not an artist. He's more of a writer. So like he would write and learned how to draw while making the comics.
Yeah.
So like if you read the original ones, like he has a different shape-ish, like, throughout the whole thing. Like, his proportions kind of change.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, for somebody that kind of didn't know how to draw, he makes some cool stuff, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I just love the stories. Like,
Yeah.
how he takes lore from different regions and things like that, and will just kind of combine them, or just literally do them because they're just so messed up already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were talking about like the tooth fairies.
Oh yeah, we did have that conversation. I forgot about that.
No,
Yeah.
no, like yeah, it was like as soon as like I said in the movie, because I watched the movie before I started tearing through the comic books. It was the like I was like, oh my god, those have to be like tooth fairies or something. Like, you know, they either work for the tooth fairy or they are the part of the, like whatever. And then sure enough, it was. I was like, oh yeah.
What did you guys think of the movie?
Which one? Ones with Ron
Well,
Perlman or with the new guy?
No, I guess Ron Perlman, because I didn't see any other one.
Well, the new one has the sheriff from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't do a bad job, honestly. Like he fit the like to me he did if he was trying to like embody like Ron Perlman's idea of what a Hellboy is, he did a great job. But to this, like, still Ron Perlman's still my favorite.
I would agree. I'm one of those people that, like, when I'm watching a movie, I don't ever get up like set of like, oh my god, they changed, you know, something.
Yeah.
Like I still remember how many people were so mad that like Tobey Maguire didn't have web shooters. I was like, you know, it is what it is. It's their rendition of it.
Yeah.
Because like, just look at the comics, like how many different renditions of just name something you'll see. Like,
I always try to see it like a, you know, this must be an issue of Spectacular Spider-Man when I'm used to reading Amazing Spider-Man or Sensational Spider-Man. You know what I mean? It's just one more thing. And then when they all tied it in with the universes, I was like, there you go. In his universe, you know, he's just he's that way. And they even brought up the fact that he doesn't have like, right? When he's like, what's that for? Oh, it's for my web fluid. It's for my web shooters. He's like, huh? And he shoots the thing, and they're like, "Whoa!" And he's like, "Oh, you don't have that." Yeah, you don't got that. And then, like, they were amazed by it for the rest of the movie. They were just like, "So you make webbing in your body?" He's like, "I'm not comfortable talking about this," because he knows where it's gonna go. We're like, we know where this conversation is gonna go, which also gave like a big like kudos to like how much older. Like, he never says how much older he is than them, but you can tell that he's like, right, like he's been Spider-Man for a few decades more than they all have been, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get the body.
All right.
I feel like I'm making a Muppet version over here. It's like Kermit the Frog.
Nice.
Awesome. It's so interesting to see how like everybody approaches like the process different.
Yeah. I think I usually go in with not much of a plan. Just kind of see what I need to do while I'm in there.
Some models I've had to like take it into Photoshop and like draw a circle. Be like, okay, this will be the head, and this is the nose, and like I had to break it out into different elements in 2D to be like, oh, okay, this is how I can like throw it into 3D.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Like, well, it was with Usagi. Like making a rabbit is not as easy as I thought it was. I thought it was
Yeah.
just gonna be like a quick but like making his head so that it looked right, which is funny because I already made a rabbit. I had made Bucky O'Hare, but Usagi is a different. He looked different, right? So I like started him from scratch instead of using any old elements.
Yeah.
And it didn't.
I don't know. I don't mind making rabbits. I kind of like. It's one of my favorite things to do, I think. At some point, I'll do Roger Rabbit.
Yes. We need a Roger Rabbit. You did Jessica, right?
No, I've talked about doing Jessica. I haven't done her yet.
Ah, okay.
She's on the drawing board too. But the thing with Jessica is she's so, I don't know what the word is. Like her proportions are very strange when you break her down. Like her rib cage is kind of huge, and then it goes into like a pencil kind of belly area, and like her face is very specific. So like she's a very hard character to get right, to have people look at and go, yes, that's Jessica Rabbit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, I got the wood done. That texture, Ryan, looks great.
Oh yeah, it turned out great.
I also like
Oh, very nice.
roughed it up to where like I don't know if you like have ever seen some of those TVs of like how there's like wear marks and things like that on it. Thought that'd be kind of fun.
Absolutely.
So
Is that I hate to be that guy. Is that the bottom of the TV though?
yes,
Sorry.
I'm like, oh. Yeah, the top turned out okay, but there's so many lines. It's that huge wood grain that just looks awesome. But this is probably more accurate to scale to like how most of them would look with that small wood grain.
So visually speaking, you would like that flipped.
It would, yeah, probably like a little more wood grain, like another one of these like thick veins, just to give a little more texture, I think.
I was about to ask too if that was the printer, but then you guys started talking about the wood grain that Ryan had made. I was like, oh, okay, then it wasn't the. Because I've seen like, I've seen on the internet these people that make like terrain, like maps, but they don't have to like mess with the printer too much. They just have to do the right layer height, and it naturally makes the terrain like the of whatever they're. Like whatever place that they're doing. It's just a matter of getting the right layer height.
Yeah. Use it to your advantage.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, they look pretty cool too.
So I'm going to switch. I think I'm going to make this more of like a metallic black looking thing. So I'm going to be using rub-ons. A lot of people don't know what rub-ons are. Have you guys ever used any rub-ons?
So like rub and buff, or
It is kind of like rub and buff. So like rub and buff is a plastic wax finish. So this is more of it. I don't even know how to describe it. They are like waxy, but it works. It doesn't work as like this, because this almost like rub and buff turns into like a wax coating, because people put it on furniture and things like that. It's almost like removing that coating part and that waxiness and just getting the pigments mixed in with wax, like if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's completely dry, because it looks like watercolors, but it's 100% dry. And honestly, it reminds me of like those cheap Halloween makeup kits. But you can get really cool effects with it.
Man, this is looking terrible. Just go focus on the face for a while. So we can get this down. But another problem with Hellboy is finding good clean art that shows off everything in one photo. You know what I mean? So like, here's a bit of anatomy photo I'm looking at, and it's like it's barely squiggly lines. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. Like he's very lanky, but muscular at the same time.
He reminds me more of a gorilla kind of like shape sometimes, like of how they make him.
Yeah, like his head in this particular one is super tiny, and his chest area takes up, it's almost like a 1-to-1 chest to abs. So I'll probably have to refine a lot of the anatomy off screen, so if you come back and he looks totally different. Man, we're coming up on the hour mark. It's just flying by while I'm struggling to get this.
Be like that during blockouts.
Yeah.
MeaD, Shelly's asking if your TV's a resin print.
Yes, it is resin. I printed it on my Mars 4 Max.
Hi Joe, welcome to the stream.
Hey, welcome.
Oh.
Kind of like that.
But yeah, my resin printers have not been my friend lately. Like, both of them. Like, last night, I was trying to replace the FEP in my E-packs. I got everything cleaned up, taken apart, and then realized that I ordered the wrong FEP. So it didn't fit. It was for a smaller printer, and I was not as happy.
Yeah. So did you order the wrong one, or did they send you the wrong one?
No, I ordered the wrong one. There's no one to blame here but me. I accept full responsibility.
And speaking of ordering stuff, I'm officially mad at Anycubic's website.
At their website?
At their website, because I went to their website to order resin, right? And they got this like stupid deal on resin right now, like 5 bottles, 10 bottles, 20 bottles, literally like half price, right? So I'm like, click in. I'm like, oh, we're getting 20 bottles. Here we go, right? Click, click, click. Doesn't ship to Canada. I was like, excuse me. Like
Joe Whimsy.
my eyes start to. It goes to Australia though, and Europe, and US, but it won't go to Canada. None of their orders ship to Canada right now. So I had to go on. I have no idea. I tried Googling. I couldn't find nothing. So I was like, okay, fine.
Joe Whimsy, you have no idea how happy I am that you've recognized Squirtle. Oh man.
Who was working on my favorite boys? Rocco.
So you can see,
That
like,
was
this
Sparky.
is what it does. It gives
Yeah,
it like a
that's me.
luster look. Like, it's almost like plasticky.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't look like I added black, like, but
If
In
you didn't
person,
tell
you
me, I would have thought it was a piece of plastic, like a toy that you grabbed.
because here, I'll compare it to this. This is just a straight primer, and you can see how much more reflective it is. But yeah, it's just some of those things, like those little, like using a luster rub-on, you can make it look like plastic. All right.
All right, so now that I've got my complete attention back to everything here.
All right.
If I didn't miss anything in the comments. You're good. So you're working on the front now, Chris?
Oh yeah, this is where it's going to come to life, because using this stuff. Because I'm going for, like, you know, like that fake, like, metal plastic.
Yes.
Like, that's what I feel like it's got to be. And this has, like, metal flecks in it.
There we go.
Should have made one of the knobs a pair of pliers.
I'll make a swap out.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll. If you can see some of the metal fleck in it.
It's looking mint.
Look at that inspired logo right there.
Mm.
I really do like how you guys like just put them in the just the best spots.
We try like I know I try and do like little Easter eggs and stuff. It's fun to.
You got a 2 for 2 because it's on the back here too.
Yeah. Everywhere that, so whatever reference I was looking at, if it has a logo, I try to replace it with ours.
Nice.
I've even gone as far as considering putting the little feather logo on everybody's butt cheek, but I don't know how many people would like that.
It's always interesting to see how different artists will actually get their like signature on it. Like some will put it on the very bottom of the base, like so nobody ever knows unless you pick that up and look underneath it.
Right. We do that a lot. So Matt, you have a question.
Jonathan, I personally hate glass, but that's personal preference for me where I'm living and where I'm at. MeaD might be able to, I personally don't have a glass bed on any of my 3D printers.
So I've got 4 printers right now, and 3 of them have glass beds. I love printing on glass. And then the other one is what is it? I always forget the acronym. PEI plate or something. I think that's it. It's the flex plates, like metal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's PEI plate.
Because I have I guess the Mega S that I have, I guess it's a glass plate, but it's porous.
Yeah.
Right. So that I like. I've never had any problem. But any printer that I got that came with a glass plate, I could never make it work. So I always buy like one of those what I have here in Canada is like a Gecko. It's called Gecko Tech, and it's basically the same thing. You put it on top of your build plate, and it has it has pores in it. So as soon as it heats up, it gets ready to go. So really, Jonathan, if you can get it to stick on that glass plate, it looks beautiful when it pops off. It's like a mirror, unless you're using glue.
Yeah. So some of the tips that I use is I will typically. I'll wash it, and I don't use the porous side. So like I have 2 of my enders right now. I bought the Creality glass plates, but I flipped it over because one side's texture, the other side's just smooth glass, and that's what I print on is the smooth glass. And I will take isopropyl alcohol and I will put a few drops on there with a paper towel and wipe it really good to get it perfectly clean. And if your bed is leveled like perfectly, it will stick like a dream. But if you have a little bit of issues, you can just rub a glue stick on top. And then the biggest issue is getting it off of the build plate. That's one of the biggest issues, because I mean, I will get such good adhesion. I can shake my print and the glass won't come off. Like, I have to get a scraper and just kind of chisel it a little bit to try to pop it off. So like, that's why I like glass plates, because when it comes to like bed adhesion, I have zero problems. I have the exact opposite that everybody has, is I can't get it off sometimes. So a few people told me put them in the freezer and it will contract and pop off. And I've done that before and it does pop off easier. And also you just got to let it cool. Like, I'll come, like, even though it's done, I know I cannot get it off the printer when it's like just finished. So I'll let it set and cool down to room temperature, then I can take it off. Like, I mean, it's, yeah, I swear by glass plates.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
you have a
Jonathan
flex plate.
Jonathan was saying he's worried about scratching the glass and if it would have any effect against the print.
I have beat mine to hell, and it has never gotten a chip or anything like that. But that's me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I've got the here. So I've got this little scraper. I actually got this from my very first 3D printer. It was a Robo. If anybody ever heard of that?
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like 9 years ago, because I've been printing a long time. But the scraper was the best ever because it's heavy duty. But I've used this thing and I'll get it underneath it, and I mean, I will hit that thing, and I will be surprised if I shatter my glass bed one day eventually when it's like fatigued enough. But these are, I think, 3 years old, these glass plates.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I like them. But I'm really starting to like the bamboo flex plates. They stick really well.
Yeah, I like I like the flex plates. They've been awesome since really Prusa introduced them. Way back on the MK2.
Oh,
use anything else.
so projects in Dad's garage, like that I've never tried. I will definitely try that. He said a few drops of isopropyl alcohol around the base and then they'll pop off.
That's after the print, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's done printing. I will try that. I've never done that. But I could see how getting some liquid in there, because that's what I use to clean like off any of the glue and stuff like that. Now I'm curious. I've got a print that'll be done in like 4 hours. I'll try it. So I've got a lot of printers going right now, and I'm glad you can't hear them.
What does the back of Squirtle look like? What's his shell pattern?
I think
It's a pretty simplified hexagon shape.
yeah.
Here you
Oh,
go.
okay.
There you go, MeaD. MeaD's got it.
It's
Oh, yeah, nice.
Screenshot.
Thank you.
This one's from Mar Pros. He did these cute little like the starters, and but
It's
yeah,
adorable.
yeah, he is a great guy and a very talented artist. He doesn't do a ton of stuff, but all of his stuff is on cults.
Should everybody
MeaD,
go knock on his door?
MeaD,
Huh?
we're gonna have to
Say
get
hi.
you to. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead,
I
man.
say, MeaD, we're gonna have to get you to paint our starter ornament.
Yes.
Oh, is
We
that
gotta-
where
we
they're
gotta-
all together?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Christmas order. They're all sleeping together. Ryan made it.
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, I have painted the starters so much. I absolutely would. I love. I'm all about the classic Pokemon. Like my son, he does the trading cards and stuff, and I'm playing because I'll play with him, and I do not even know half of these things I'm laying down because I can't even pronounce them. I only know 150 of them.
That's right. I'm with the same boat as you. My son's like that too. How many Pokemon were
It's
there? when you-
151. 151.
Yeah, that's
guys.
right.
151, yes, Mew.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was the kid that had the red and the blue, and I beat them both just so I could like trade back and forth to myself. And I had on each of them, I had 150. Like I'm just a huge completionist. Like if when I started a game, I will not put it down till it's 100% beat.
Pokemon was the first game I ever saved something for when I was a kid.
It's the first game I bought on my own. Pokemon Blue. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I remember mowing lawns for an entire summer to buy a Game Boy, like the first Game Boy that came out, and man, that was the best. Now, I don't know. I forget what. Do you guys ever have the? It slid on top of the Game Boy, and like it had like speakers that popped out, and a mirror and a light, so you could play it in the dark.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, because the original Game Boys didn't have lights.
All that extra crap that we needed. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
that's
batteries. I would keep so many batteries like
Oh,
in like my bag if we were traveling or something. It was I'm like I got to have at least my Game Boy.
Yeah. And we may approach this differently.
I'm just like the way I see it now. It's like we had the Game Boy, and then like our kids have like the Switch, right? Which is like I would say the equivalent, right? They have the Switch, Nintendo. Let's say we stick with Nintendo, right? They have the Switch now, which is kind of the equivalent to what we had as Game Boy. So now I'm like thinking like when I'm a grandparent, what are they gonna have? And it'll probably be goggles and a headset, and they'll be in the front yard playing whatever game they want. Because they're gonna go right back to being physically fit again, playing virtual games in the front yard. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like my kids have, or my son actually saved up to buy an Oculus, and he bought one. And it was to the point where we would play it as a family. He's like, "I'll let you guys play," and we would play, and we're like, "Oh my god!" And then me and my wife went out and got another one, so we would have a family Oculus so we could play together. But I tell you what, we get exhausted. Like you'll play for a half an hour and you're just tired because a lot of these games you're moving around like crazy.
Yeah.
It's like we fit.
Yeah.
No, we're not. No, we are not fit. As soon as you could figure out how to throw something from the couch, that's all you did.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So I'm going with this metallic, like I went with a darker silver for the middle, but now I'm trying to go on the edges and make it like a really bright chrome. And that's what I'll make the knobs too. But this stuff is very difficult because like trying to be precise with it is hard. Because you have to essentially like rub it on with your brush. You can't just like paint it.
Not getting anything I like right now.
Oh man, Squirtle's coming together quick.
And I just found your video where you painted one. Should I pull that link in?
Go for it.
There you go.
They have an alpha in here.
Squirtle's one of the hardest to paint because like the shell is always a pain in trying to get around that tail. Because all the ones I've painted, the tail is attached.
Yeah. I'm not even sure how his tail attaches to, like, it sort of, some of it looks like it comes in underneath his
Yeah,
shell.
it kind of loops on.
That's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I'm going to have to squiggle his shell around a bit so that it looks a bit more natural.
So Sparky, what he's saying is make sure the the tail is keyed separately.
Yep.
I got. Well, no, I got War Turtle up there that I haven't painted, but he's printed.
Now, I was looking for a hexagon.
Just make one.
Yeah, I could.
Just use your.
It would be super simple and quick if I just made it.
Wait, baby, if you take a cube, Orion's probably not gonna like this, but if you take a cube, you can rotate your tool and then just control axis cut it down until you get the shape you want, or you could just go into your cylinders and make yourself one.
Woo. Yeah, that's hard.
What part's hard?
That edge. That was very difficult to do. Let's see if we can get close on it. Get some
Like that. Honestly, that's you're on your way to making it look like you just took it out of the package. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, yeah, I painted this. It's like, no, you bought that. That's, you know what I mean? Like it's getting, like, if it's looking that good, like it's like that. Like,
everything looks good far away. So, all right. Now, I think because this piece goes around it. I think I'm just gonna like change it up, and I'm gonna get rub and buff because this is gonna make it look like brilliant edging. So I got all of these makeup pads that are really nice for rub and buff with these edges.
Nice.
I have a buddy that he paints too, but he focuses more on minis, and we kind of have an arrangement together, which is really awesome. So like when I buy a random like thing, like these little alligator clamps, I got 100 of them and I gave him like half. He bought a ton of these makeup pads and he gave me half. So it's like we go back and forth with like the art supplies we buy in bulk.
I printed a whole bunch of alligator clamps.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I buy the barbecue skewer sticks at the dollar store.
Yep, that's what these are.
Yeah, and they fit. Yeah, so but then I was like, huh, I wonder. And then I took a quick check online, and there was like, do you remember those fish that came out? They were clips. You push on either side.
Yeah.
So
I think I printed dinosaurs that did it.
So this is literally what it is for these alligator clips to hold stuff.
Gotcha.
It's just the stuff that I print is too big to hold anything. So I have to. So I just, when I print the resin, I just make the hole big enough for the stick to fit it.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. Like when I'm putting a hole, I try to get it close to an edge so I can grab it. Like if it'll focus like that. So it's like it'll grab it in the holes.
Like suspending your prints to paint is a science in its own. Its own right.
It takes a while to get used to because like that's what I like. I airbrushed all of these, like, so I didn't have to like hand paint them and waste time. But yeah, at the beginning I was explaining this is a DIY thing I learned from Filament Fandoms. Like, he bought alligator clips because these are like $10 or $20 for like 20 of them or something like that. It's a ridiculous price for them, and they come with like a little stand and holes to just put in so they can suspend. I've just got packing foam, and I bought these. I think it was like $6 or $8 for like 100 of them, and then these were like $2 for like 100 or 50 of these skewers. You just gotta clamp it on. They're really nice.
I ended up using a block of 4x4 wood that I had, and I just drilled a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah, anytime I get like a new printer, like I save the foam, and they're amazing to like in the airbrush booth. So like because this has got overspray like all over it, and it's nasty, but you can, while you're painting, just stab them. And like my closet over here is literally stacked as high as me with these things, because like once they get really close, I just throw them out.
That's a great idea.
I'm all about the DIY. Like, if I can make it or print it, I'm not gonna buy it.
I'm over here taking notes. I want to start painting some of my models.
It's fun. It's addicting. All right.
Oh, MeaD, you'll laugh at this. So I discovered my compressor that I have for my airbrush. So my Godzilla that I painted, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, I was spraying it at like 40 psi, 45, and like they recommend like 25, 20.
It depends. It like what you're painting and what you're trying to do. Because like if you want to get some like a super thin coat, because it sprays it like crazy. Like I adjust mine all the time. Like, because if you bring it down to like 4 psi, I mean like barely even like feeling anything. Yeah, it spits, and you can get some cool like spatter effects. Like I like to do that on rocks and things like that. But yeah, and it also depends on your nozzle size too, like how high your pressure is. Like if you have a bigger nozzle, you want to have a higher pressure.
No, I got a little. What is it? Iwata.
So it's probably like a 0.3 nozzle.
Yeah, it's one of those. I asked one of the guys we have in our Discord. He does a lot of pro painting. So I said I need a kit for like, and he's Canadian, so it works out like it was nice. So I was like, yeah, I need a kit for $300. I need an airbrush and a compressor. He was like, I got this, just the thing for you. And it was like he said it's a good mid-range airbrush because it's got the push down for air and then the pull back for trigger. So it's not right. So
I want to make. Is it an Eclipse?
It's a Neo, maybe.
A Neo. Okay, yeah. I want to make good airbrushes. I actually don't have any. I've used them. I have a lot of Badger, and my good one is a Harder & Steinbeck, which is very pricey. It was a anniversary gift, I do believe, from my wife. So, nice. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm wearing gloves because rub and buff, I mean, it gets on you and it's not fun. But yeah, that's going to look really good.
Yeah, I'm watching you closely as you do that.
Yeah, the big thing, I say this almost every single time I use it, a little bit goes a long way. I mean, you just have to put, like, I put a little bit on, and then I even wiped it off on a paper towel. Like, you don't, like, it just, you can stretch this stuff so far. The best thing is people, when they're trying to get into painting or they want to paint a model, like, I just tell them, like, just do it with rub and buff. Like, it'll make it look like a bronze statue. and it's an instant win, and it makes it look awesome. So then it's like, all right, now I can move on to something else. Like, I love doing stuff in rub and buff. Like, oh, wait, here we go. I've got models everywhere. There we go. I got Hellboy in rub and buff. Can you see him?
Nice.
Nice.
From Eastman.
On theme.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tell you what, I got everything near me.
Yeah, I love Eastman stuff.
Yeah, he's got. I painted a ton of his busts. I really like his style and how he makes almost everything like support free.
Mm-hmm.
That is magic. Not having
Yeah.
supports.
He wasn't the one that got in like quote unquote trouble with his models, was it? Was that him, or was it? Somebody
No,
else?
I don't think he did. At least I never heard.
Who
I was on his Patreon for a long time, but then he just kind of stopped making models.
I didn't know he stopped.
I haven't
Or did he
seen any of them put out in a good while. But I think he had some personal issues, and he stepped
Yeah.
away for a little while.
I gotcha.
But yeah, super talented dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the first, I believe, that were kind of just like making busts for FDM that you didn't need any supports on.
What's that one?
Really trying to figure these shapes out. Probably
I
go
think
back.
you're getting along. Why don't we do?
Here we go.
We're about an hour and a half in, and we go through each screen and actually show where we're at.
Sure.
If I can do that.
Cool beans. All right.
So
I have a lot of
give it to you here, Chris.
Alright, well, this whole time I've been kind of struggling. Kind of did like a practice sculpt last week, and I like that better. Everything's pretty much wrong, so we're just gonna focus on the head for the rest of the stream and see if we can get that going. That looking like Hellboy, and then I'll figure out the body anatomy once I get his head done and scaled to the right size, so I can get kind of his like lanky, you know, slunched shoulders and everything else figured out. Like I said, his anatomy is way different than what I'm used to, so it might take me a minute to get this.
No, I think that's looking real clean. Once you
Yeah.
add expression to it, it's gonna be a whole nother level. Because everything looks lifeless without the expression.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing about Hellboy, right? Is most of his most of the art you see, he has no expression on his face. He's a very stoic character.
Till he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
So what kind of horns are you gonna do? Are you gonna make it like round horns or like the octagon shapes, or because there's like it's changed so many times depending on the artist.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'll probably try to get as close to Manola as possible, so at least as close as I can get. So how did he
are you-
typically?
Are you going to think about giving another rendition with the full horns?
I mean, that would be kind of like an easy, you know, we could do full horns.
Especially if you're making it fight the god, like the tentacle, like
Mhm.
god, whatever it is. I forget the name of it. It's got a weird name I can't pronounce.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Matt's our resident comic book kind of guru.
I think you should do one with the horns cut off, and then one with the horns, but it has to have the crown.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Usually, if he's got the horns, he's got the fiery.
Yeah. I think it'd be really cool to like get the crown to just fit, like float. Try and find a way for it to float.
Oh man, yeah. If you print that in clear resin too.
Couple of drops of color.
So I like to airbrush my clear resin to make it colored, not actually add it in. I like the effect it gives because you can make it a lot more translucent.
Okay.
Because I'll airbrush it with ink instead of paint. So then it's even more translucent. Like, so you can like really adjust of like how much you want. So you can get really cool gradients on it.
I think I'm doing that backwards. We just add a
Not-
couple spears.
Not had the pleasure of using clear resin yet, but. Oh, sorry. Wait. On AnyCubic, the only deal that I could get to come with me was the deal for like 10 random bottles.
Random.
Yeah, like it could be like ABS, it could have been like clear, it could have been water bay, you know what I mean, water washed or this, and I was like, no, I need these 10 bottles for a specific thing that I'm doing, so crap, maybe next time.
Yeah, that seems
I'd want
kind of
that.
strange.
By luck, I'd get all the shitty ones because you can tell that they don't like Canadians because they don't ship to them. I debated being like, hey, Ryan, can I get your address? I'll ship them down. Or even like my father-in-law, he goes to Florida every once in a while, but
Mhm.
There you
So I'm
go.
moving pretty quick on
Yeah,
this.
get you on screen.
It's not fully together, so like it should be inset a lot farther, but it's looking pretty good because
I
the
have to-
screen will go through.
you got plans for what you're going to put on the TV?
Well, so I actually was changing my FEP and my e-packs because all of my resin is e-tax resin or clear resin, and I didn't want to put it in my Elgu and figure out that calibration. So I didn't get to print it in clear, so I've got it in black. I was thinking, because I probably have time to do it. Yeah, hour and a half. I saw like a screen grab from one of the cartoons that they were standing there looking at static, and and it was like wavy lines. I was thinking about painting that and then airbrushing like a gradient on it too, so make it look like static, and then put a gloss coat over top of it.
You should get a screen grab from Turtles in Time on one of those episodes, like when they were at the TV,
So-
right?
Yeah, when I get the back, 'cause I don't think I'm going to glue in the back. I do want to eventually print this in clear and then put that behind it.
Mm.
Because there's enough room in here, I could probably get a little light too, depending on how far I take it. But yeah, we got the back too. So now I just gotta, well, that's backwards. Now I gotta work more on the feet. And I also got the front left leg was actually a stack of books. So I got a stack of books printed too. These aren't Ryan's. I found them in my D&D library of all my models I have. So, and I got
We'll
a
get some
separate
books
book.
made and some flyers.
It's got to be pizza boxes. You got to do the pizza boxes.
Well, in the cartooning, actually, the left one was actually stacks of books.
Oh yeah.
The leg was broken. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm kind of going after.
I always thought like I don't know. It's every once in a while I just feel like doing like a set piece, and I always wanted to do because I did the turtles when they were kids, and then I did them in the Mirage. But I've always wanted to do like their bunks, like because in the cartoon their room was one of the pipes, right? Like one of the so their beds were kind of like on an angle, and they had all kinds of cool stuff. I've seen some artwork before of like what their bedrooms would look like, but it was just like cylinder cut out of the wall.
Yeah.
Was their rooms, right? I can't even imagine how they'd sleep on a bed.
That
Like,
thin piece just break.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to figure out. The cover is going to take care of it. So it's only because I printed it so small. But yeah, I should be good. And I can bring it out a little more. There we go. So that's fully inset. So I just got knobs, legs, and the screen and books.
It's not honestly a terrible look because usually those TVs were vinyl.
That's what I was thinking with where was it? Like when I was messing up the side, like you ever seen like those like vinyl or the vinyl cupboards, like the like how it was like a paneling and it would wear. That's why I was kind of adding it.
All about showing how to fix failed prints.
Hey, you make it work.
Absolutely. It was always intentional, right?
Oh yeah, I can't, and I haven't even. That's the one thing. I haven't even touched the antennas. Like they're really skinny.
Yeah.
So that'll be last. Because here's the topper. All right. And all right, I'm gonna get some gunmetal gray for the feet. I know some people when they're painting stuff, they'll like stick to like one specific thing, like use all like rub and buff for all of this or something like that. Like I like to change it up to give a little more character. So like we've actually will have 3 or 4 different metals on this, just because like the feet, the bottom of the feet are probably a different metal, so I just want to make it different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just changing it up sometimes helps a lot and gives your prints a little more dimension.
Alright, everybody, give me just a second, and I'll be right back.
All right, well, we're going to bring Sparky on to show where she's at with her Squirtle.
Yeah, cool. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Sparky, I didn't
The
even
eyes.
notice you were at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey! At the bottom of the screen.
It's looking really good.
Thanks. If I can just get him past the Muppet stage on his face, I'll be so happy.
He's got a Sparky feel to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know
Whoa.
he looks like Squirtle, but you can still like. I love how he like. Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
looks awesome. He looks awesome. Okay, that's what I was trying. Yeah, he looks. I don't take any like. I'm not criticizing him. He looks really good.
Thanks, Matt.
Now the big question is, Sparky,
Yeah.
Is he gonna come with the sunglass accessory?
Squirtle Squad.
Squirtle Squad was the very first episode of Pokemon I've ever saw on TV. So he might, but I think I have another plan. I have another plan for him. So maybe I'll make a couple.
There you go.
Thanks, Shelley.
See, that's
I
what I was
tried.
going for.
Too. Her models always do tend to come out adorable, don't they?
No,
These
I
eyes.
think
You guys want to check out Sparky's models here? You can see them on things.com. I'm going to drop the link here real quick. Your models always come out for free the first week too, right?
Yeah, all my models are free for the first week up on things. Some of them are free forever, but and if you miss out in the first week, you can get them via the membership, which at the moment is pretty good. You can get 10 models for $10. Hang on, guys, kids are going crazy.
All good.
no idea what that's like.
Oh. That would be because... There we go.
Oh, holding my breath. I only use like really crappy, like worn out brushes for metallic paints because they will destroy a new paintbrush like so quick.
Those look like the brushes I got at my dollar store. The
Yeah,
one that you were using.
that's what these
Right.
are. And I
Yeah.
usually like I'll dip the end in a metallic so I know that they're metallic brushes.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea.
But this one's probably seen better days and he's about to be filed under trash.
So I bought myself these glass vials so that I can like mix my my dollar store acrylic paint with my distilled water to like get them to fit so that they flow properly through my airbrush.
Yeah.
So I'm shaking it and it's not mixing properly. And then I remember seeing somewhere that somebody put like a little a nut in it, right? I'm like, perfect.
Nut.
I'll put a nut in it, right? And it's like a can of spray paint now, right? So I'm just going. Here's Matt, and then all of a sudden, all I hear is click, like smash, right? And I'm like, what was that? Look down. My Superman T-shirt is now coated in yellow acrylic paint. That flowed like milk, so it worked. So I'm like, all right, let's go with the bigger plastic tubes that I have. It just smashed because the nut must have hit the corner of this because they're like cylinder vials, right? It just must have hit the corner of it perfectly but it didn't hit where my thumb was holding. It hit away from it, so I didn't feel it break. Yeah, that was.
Oh man. Yeah, I just go to like Amazon and I get just these stainless steel like bearings or just I guess steel balls or stainless steel balls, but I just drop them in my bottles.
Yeah.
And shake them that way. And I also I bought like a bunch of these like empty and they're just the plastic bottles and I'll do that too. Like I think I've got, maybe I don't. Yeah, I go all the way up sometimes to getting like ketchup bottles at the dollar store.
Yeah, see, I've thought about. See, when I went to the dollar store, I was looking at all the paints, right? And they have their little like I can't even remember the name of them, like Cracker Barrel something or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I also seen that they have these acrylic, like big acrylic tube ones. It's just the primary colors, but I'm like, I could mix up some paint, make my own like custom colors. So you know what I mean? Like, so it's like I'm not always. But my wife just thinks I like to play. She's like, Every time she like pop out, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, there's Matt mixing his color." I'm like, "Stop! I'm just trying to get the right purple, or I'm trying to get the right blue, right?" Such like making like purples and oranges and stuff is just it's like I like Googled it. I was like, the perfect purple. How many drops of this to that, and like,
Yeah.
like, and it's cool to see like with the grays. If you have, dominantly black and you drop 3 drops of white, it makes a different gray than like white and 3 drops of black, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. So that's what I'm playing with all this one, and then like I'm painting, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't have a gray, and so I had to make a gray, and I was like, okay, this works. I'm all right.
Hey, I've even had people like, so like I'll have like tutorials on how to paint a specific model, and somebody's like, somebody asked me like, hey, I don't have orange, like how, like I don't have that shade, like that orange is like a really burnt orange, I only have like basic colors. And I'm like, well, they mix. And they're like, oh, I didn't realize you could mix them together. I'm like, oh yeah, you absolutely can mix them.
It's one of those light bulb moments, right? You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because it was in the chat and you could see that suddenly it was just like typing and then just stops. You feel like the second that light bulb just hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, just add a little brown to your orange and there you go. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh god. Like, but yeah, I use these for ink washes too. Like, these are great for ink washes. So like, if you to make your own, I make my own.
Yeah, that's something I was trying. Like, I was trying to get like a wash style, but then I was like, I have one of my like my brother lives in Australia too, and he was like, you got to use like an ink, not an acrylic base to get it. And I'm like, and then he explained kind of like why, because he loves painting miniatures and stuff, right? Like that's his thing. So, but
a good India ink, like a really good one. I mean, it'll work wonders for you, because that's all this is just matte medium, India ink, and water, or distilled water, and that's it.
Yeah, because I'm not like, because he was saying too, he's like, oh, just buy yourself a good set of paints, like buy yourself a good set of Citadels or Vallejo or whatever, right? I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not there. Like, I'm wasting a lot of painting stuff because I'm just not. I'm back and forth. I'm like, I can get just as good results with like these cheap paints, like 99 cents, versus like these are like $3 and there's like 2 of these in this, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't justify the higher grade yet. Personally, anyway.
It's one of those things, like, even like paint projects, like I will use these as like bases and stuff, but when it comes to detailing, I'll use like my other paints, and like, these are like airbrush specific, and these are amazing because you just pour them directly into your airbrush. It's, for me, like every single one of these nice paints, like I never have bought. My wife actually buys them for me as like birthday presents and stuff like that, because she knows I won't buy them. Like, I'm like, I don't want to spend the money on them. Like, because I want a lot of them, because I use tons of different colors all the time, and I don't want to mix every single time. But I do.
And if your wife buys them for you, you just gotta use them now.
I have to.
You can't.
It's a symbol of love.
Sparky, are you making a Ninja Turtle?
I might be. I might be. A Ninja Squirtle.
A Ninja Squirtle. See, that's awesome though. Like, a Ninja Squirtle is pretty cool. I don't think I've seen one anywhere.
If you could like explain a stage of life, would it be like adolescent or old or teenage?
Well, I think a Ninja Squirtle will definitely have to be the kids stage, right?
Right.
Then we'll get Ninja Wartortle.
Yeah,
and a
Ninja Blastoise would be pretty scary. As long as if you do the Ninja Squirtles and you do them all, you have to do a Rattata Splinter.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That's brilliant.
I'm writing it down right now.
That is brilliant.
Matt has the best ideas.
All right. just a minute, and then I think we are going
only
to
get
give
one,
away
though.
a gift card. Just 1 minute.
Just one. You said one. You only get one.
Just one.
It's a Canadian minute, so it's like 5. Windsor and Newton. Never. You ever heard of those, Chris? MeaD?
Windsor Newton.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
do the watercolor paints I play with.
They're more of like typically people that use those are more like canvas painting and stuff like that. They're really good.
Okay.
They're really good paints. I've never thought about using some of those for this stuff.
Oh, this should be.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. One of the knobs just flew all the way for me and my tweezers. Like literally,
Oh.
like
Now it's true to life, right?
You know what?
yep.
I know my
Right.
TV is missing a knob.
MeaD, you say that? I was cleaning my airbrush this weekend. And yeah, you know where I'm going with this. So I was cleaning my airbrush this weekend, and I unscrewed the gold piece that's like not even the biggest. And what does it do? It falls out of my fingers. And I just remember where I heard it bounce, and then now I'm trying in my head. I'm trying to like now I'm doing some CSI stuff, right? So I'm trying to figure out where the bounce, where it would have gone, or whatever. Luckily, it's gold. The tip piece is gold. It's not silver. It's not any other color I'd find. But I was on my hands and knees in my dirty garage in the corner of my flashlight trying to find this little piece that will not let my airbrush work if I don't get it back on.
It's kind of a crucial piece.
I was like ready to cry. I was like looking for it.
I have dropped mine before, and I literally tore apart the corner of my studio. I mean, every single thing, like one at a time. I was picking it up, taking it out, like, and everything, and it took me like an hour to find it. Because I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna buy another one. I'm gonna find this thing. It's here.
Yeah, of course. I dropped it in like my paint station. I kind of like made it around the cluttered section of my garage. So needless to say, once I found that piece, I swept and I moved everything and I cleaned up in the whole spot. And I was like, okay. So and then now I work over a black pad. I made sure I had like a black
that's
pad.
what I was gonna say.
Right over the middle of it.
They even make Iwata makes a like it looks like a giant mouse pad, but it's raised edges, so like it doesn't roll away.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get one because they are just like, it's just one of those things you're like, this could be very useful, like, because I usually do it right here. Like, I'll clean my desk completely just in case it rolls away, and then do everything right here on a clean desk.
You almost wish it was like magnetic, so you could like, okay, if I drop it, it'll just go tink, and that's it. I don't have to, like...
Oh yeah, yeah. But oh my god, I feel you. I've been there. It's a pain.
Because
And sometimes I have this little, what is it? It's like a sonic cleaner or whatever.
Yeah.
I got a cheap one on Amazon for like $20, and I'll fill it full of Windex, and then I will disassemble over top of that so it falls in there, and I know it's good.
Yeah.
That's another thing I do. But yeah, ever since that one time I did the same thing. I mean, I'm like, never again. I'm sorry. I feel for you.
Well, I just love how I started describing it. It's almost like you knew exactly where I was going with that. Like, oh no, he lost the tip. The tip is gone.
Mm-hmm. This is a little bit of a tight fit.
Figure out this jaw.
So one of my favorite things, having a set of drill bits.
And Allen keys. You can never have too many Allen keys.
I can open up those tolerances for a 25% scale.
And the big thing is I scaled this down a lot. So for those of you watching, when you scale something down, it does not actually fit like the artist intended. So it's not Ryan's model, it's me wanting to print something not huge.
Hey, Monday.
Hey, Angry, how's it going?
All right, so Chris, do
Yes.
you remember how we use this bot?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one.
So go in the giveaway channel, and then backslash G create. And then that'll start the giveaway.
All right, I'll give it to 20 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. It's beautiful. The weird things you can have in a paint desk.
Right. My kids came over. It was this morning. They were like, the lighting in my garage is terrible. I got to replace the halogen light, the tube lights above me. So I'm like literally like painting next to like a circular light and a flashlight because of the box that I'm painting in. It doesn't have much light, so I'm trying to like make sure I can see what I'm doing. But they were like, "What do you do with a flashlight?" Like, I can't see. I can see now.
You can never have enough light when you're painting.
I even stepped outside a few times, like.
All right.
Back it a little bit.
Yeah, Dennis, he's MeaD's painting a TV. Angry asks how we're doing.
Pretty good.
I'm doing good, Angry. What have you been up to, man?
And I think Salient Night says, "Hey all."
Hey, Salient, welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Dennis. I didn't realize that you were the one that had the Winsor Newtons. I'm going to have to check out the acrylic line. Well, I beat up some of these paneling things, these little like lines to get this one in, but it kind of plays into it pretty well.
All right,
I'll dirty it up.
Sparky,
Yeah.
this is that $50 gift card that you won a few weeks back that you rolled over. This is your gift card to give away.
All right, I get to give away a gift card. Nice.
So we're gonna put it in the bot in the Inspyr Discord, and I'm gonna drop a link for that in just a second.
What are you sculpting, Angry?
Okay.
Did we do this in general conversation last time? No.
No, there was a special section for it.
Yeah, we have a giveaway section for it.
Angry's making a chibi Godzilla. I want to see that because I made a kid cartoon style Godzilla too.
I'm getting his jaw right.
Alright, we got some pizza, we got a turtle. It's getting there.
Okay. I found that original reference that I was trying to find for this screen. Let me get my brush.
All right, guys, and then I posted that link to the giveaway chat. All you have to do is go and hit the party hat.
Yeah, get in there. So I got a whole bunch of gift cards to give away from winning in the leaderboard.
Nice.
And I was thinking that if anyone has printed my models, they should send a picture on the socials and tag me. And then I can put you all in a draw to win these gift cards. I got Meta Hackers and 3D Jakes.
Nice.
So if you guys don't know how we get these gift cards, is through the leaderboard winnings on thangs.com. Right now, the top prize is $3,000.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Second prize is 700, third prize is 600, and on it goes. We are currently queued up in 12th spot for $150. But we have yet to release our turtles. However, what we have released this week, we have done Remy and Sagi.
Oops.
Let's see. Which I don't have a stream up. Chris, you want to pull that leaderboard up and our page in an incognito window?
Gotta be incognito.
So that it's not logging you in and stuff?
Just...
All right.
So here's the leaderboard. Did it switch? Okay,
Yep.
it did. So the top place right now is $3,000. But that's because Print3D is a new artist, so they get a 1.5 bonus or something. And then it goes down each spot after that until about here we are in 12th, but it goes down, I believe, from 14th to, okay, they adjusted everything again. So to maintain a $100 card, we have to stay above 15th place, so on the first page. For those that maybe don't know, this is our page. Be things.com/designer/Inspyr3D. This is a brand new model Usagi that Matt put out, and we are slowly re-releasing all our old stuff on things. So Remy, he's not really old. He's about 6 months old, I think. Little Halloween dye guy. We got Beetlejuice and Lydia, and then I forget this guy's name. What's his name?
Sam.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and Lola. And these top, what is this, 4, 5, 6, 7 models are gonna be free.
They're all free right now.
Yeah,
now,
they're all free.
Remy and Usagi were the only ones released this week, though.
Yes. So we climbed the leaderboard by you guys going in and first of all following our page. There's a follow button around here somewhere. I think
On
this
every item in the top right.
Yeah. And then liking the models, and then downloading each model. This week's models only count, but you guys can feel free to go through here and grab all our Halloween models, which are going to remain free until the 31st October. So, if you guys want to do that, that'd be great.
All right. So everybody save.
No.
Can never save.
Okay, where am I putting this? Little turtle.
Hey, thanks, Dennis. That's awesome. Yeah, it really helps us stay up on top, and then that does, like, just downloading the free stuff and liking the free stuff is helping to support us. So we appreciate anybody that does.
Everybody go make sure you get in that giveaway.
Yep.
Sparky's got that $50 gift card running right now.
Hope that helps, Chris.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding good references of him. Yeah, it looks like we only have 3 entries so far, guys. So let's get over there. We have 13 minutes left on the giveaway. All like versions of him. He's got a kind of like this crook in his nose. I think I should do that. Let's pull that string.
Discord's booming now.
Sorry if you hear the kids coming through the mic. It's a busy household today.
Yeah.
Kids are going crazy, having fun.
So I airbrushed the screen while you guys were doing that. Trying to get the static waves. So this is kind of the difference of everything else, because I'm using this one of these things, like a little battery powered compressor. These I think are typically around 18 psi, and there's no changing it.
Oh,
So-
I was gonna suggest if you got it down to where it spits, you could have it spit black and white and gray. It would probably do your.
So I'm trying to mock it off of this image. Let's see if I can share it. Let me see.
Oh man, TVs don't have static anymore.
No. It was like maybe a year ago, when I think we got a new TV and it actually had static, and the boys were like,
Wow.
"What's wrong with that?" And I'm like, "Because they've never seen it," and I'm like, "Oh my god." Why they would make a new TV with static just didn't make sense, but
We used to call it snow, like the TV's snowing.
snow, yeah.
Yeah. And you couldn't get the programs at all times. Like there was a certain time of night where they just weren't broadcasting anymore. So that's all it was.
Yeah, I remember Nickelodeon went to Nick at Night, and then after like a certain time, they just stopped. Like I remember that.
Yeah. Or you get the color bars over the screen that have like weather information for hours. Do you guys have that?
No, we
Yeah.
just kind of like there would be something to come on that would be like, and this concludes the broadcast day, and that would be
Okay.
that'd just be the end of TV for the night.
And then the high pitched squeal.
Oh yes.
Time to turn the TV off. I've woken up to that a few times. What?
Oh, yeah, I was saying I actually was using ink since the pressure. I didn't want to get any spatters, so like you can see, hopefully, I got it really smooth. Like I wanted a nice gradient. There we go. So now I'm gonna take this blue and kind of trace over it to make it like pop, because this blue on black you would never be able to see it. And we'll try to get a cool effect.
It's like a gun trigger.
Yeah.
That thing sounds crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're up to 6 entries. We got 8 minutes left. If anybody else is in the chat that would like to enter to win a gift card to, what is it, Matter Hackers? Yeah, Matter Hackers.
Yep, Matter Hackers.
Alright, let's... You know, part of the problem is he doesn't have any facial hair right now, so let's see about adding some.
Ryan, can you post the Discord link again? Jonathan's asking how to enter the...
Yep.
Oh.
I'll grab it.
Oh, wait. What the? That's not the one I wanted to put in there. There we go.
Yep, there we go.
Are we posting a link to both sides? To MeaD's and ours?
No, it actually only posts to our channel. And then MeaD and Sparky have to share it themselves.
Oh.
Yeah, they have been. I think MeaD was just in the middle
they've got
of
it.
cleaning himself up.
So, if you guys don't know, we are actually streaming across multiple channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, across all of the Inspyr channels, Sparky's channels, and MeaD MaDe's channels.
That's pretty cool we can do that, eh? Just
Yeah.
be everywhere all at once.
This is a great way for new people to get a lot of exposure really quickly. Because we can share across so many channels now. It's a whole diverse groups of users and viewers. actually I'm a little excited, to be honest.
I think mine are going to YouTube and to Twitter. Now, I've never streamed to Twitter before, so it'd be interesting to see if people are watching there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I checked. I
I
think
haven't
we got
seen
like
anybody
we got
commenting.
Yeah, it does show you where they're commenting from, so.
Some channels cannot post comments though. So they may be commenting on Twitter, but it might not be coming into the chat.
Or maybe I should open up a Twitter and have a look.
That's what I was doing.
Better, something better for this chin. Let's hide this little goatee before.
Alrighty.
Listen this up again and doing it again. Let's see.
Not sure exactly how it counts the view. Yes, Twitter still exists.
Well, technically
X.
it doesn't.
X Twitter.
I don't know, the URL still says Twitter.
It won't.
Oh yeah, those look awesome.
Like all the Twitter branding is dead.
nice.
You're muted, MeaD.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Sorry. Had it all.
Blue lightning.
So I posted the link to the image in the private chat. I don't know if you can share that on the screen. Like that's what I was actually going for.
Let's see. Chris, can you pull that on screen?
But yeah, trying something a little different, like a little lightning glow effect.
Okay.
But yeah, something like that.
That's cool.
Hold on, let me get you.
Looks great.
That looks cool.
All right, now I'm ready to glue this and then start with the books.
Very.
You know what might be kind of cool? I bet you I could put some reliefs throughout the screen to actually give it that effect, no matter what picture they put behind it, if they printed it transparent.
It's static. Yeah, that would look
Force
cool.
the effect, and they can put any picture behind it they want.
That would be
Like-
pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that.
I do like how this is like assembled though. Like, so I'm not going to, when it comes to the glue, like I'm not going to take this out and put the glue like on the sides, because then you can get like squishing and it'll show on the sides, like squeeze out sometimes. So I'm actually going to be using this Gorilla Glue brush and nozzle, and I'm actually going to brush the inside because I left a slight gap. I didn't bring it all the way down. That way it can like really seal to it. Just one of the little things that I like to do. Like, if you can, avoid those like glue marks.
Oh, hold on.
So sorry if it's weird. I'm always kind of like feeling my own my own muscles to see where everything's at. And you're like, where is that at? Oh yeah, there's that thing there.
Well, it's like when I'm doing illustrations, I'm always like making the face, like because I'm feeling the like which muscle I'm enacting. Like,
Yeah,
Shikai. I think every artist does it when they're doing stuff like that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're like, what does this feel like? And then you're, you know, try to translate what you feel onto
Yeah.
the screen.
Looks like Angry Monday won the giveaway.
Ah, congratulations,
Angry.
Angry.
Congrats. It's awesome.
That is a $50 gift card for Matter Hackers provided by our generous Sparkyface5.
Awesome. Yeah, so if you weren't here for that part of the conversation, Sparky won one of our first giveaways, and she decided that she wanted to give it back. So we just regave her gift card, I think. And Sparky, you were saying earlier you wanted to give away some of your own Matter Hacker gift cards that you've been collecting from things.
Yeah.
Did you have a way for people to do that?
Well, what I was thinking is if anybody's printing out any of my models, if they want to share a picture of their print and tag me in it, and each week I'll pop you all into a what do you call it, random number generator, and we'll pick a winner from the photos that are shared.
Okay. Do we want to go ahead and share Sparky's Things account so people can go download some models of hers?
Yes.
So thangs.com/Sparkyface5.
Angry Monday, I am sending you a message right now with your code.
Turn of thickness. Pretty thickness.
There is Sparky's link once again if you guys would like to go check out her stuff.
I'll copy it over there for mine. Here we go.
And I'm like on all the socials except TikTok, so you know, you twitchy face X. Yep.
Oh,
You have all your links on your Things profile, right?
Yeah, they're all out there.
well, my other camera died.
Oh no.
Oh no.
See how everything got flip-flopped around here. Hold on, let me fix it.
Here we go.
Still looks like a Muppet.
That's one badass Muppet then, because he looks awesome.
That is awesome looking.
Is this
Even as a
spontaneous,
teacher.
Sparky, or did you plan on making a turtle, or
I know it was planned.
like to make a Ninja Turtle, Ninja Squirtle?
Ninja Squirtle, yeah. Yeah.
Well, then forget my idea for the glasses. Then this is way better.
So I've got to get in on this turtles thing, right? Everyone else seems to be making Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. We do have a lot of turtles coming out. We are, I don't know, maybe like the last 10 minutes or so, 20 minutes, we can pull them up and show you what we got.
Absolutely.
While we kind of like have a, maybe like the last 20 minutes will just be chill, us talking about, whatever and showing off what we got coming up. Even like my hair, I start super low. Like it's just a lot easier to control than trying to get the shapes you want with a high poly, ball of points.
All right, so even if I don't finish, I can at least have a floor model. But yeah, came together real well.
Did the legs work?
We'll see. I'm not
you
there
haven't
yet.
started those yet? Oh, okay.
No, they're printed and painted, but I haven't glued them in yet. I was waiting for the books because I want to make sure I get the books right.
Oh, that's why.
But yeah, let's see. All right.
So who does remember what their first Pokemon episode was that they saw?
Well, mine.
Yeah.
Was Squirtle Squad.
I don't know. I didn't watch a whole lot of the cartoon, even though I got really into the cards.
Oh boy, I had so many cards.
Yeah.
Oh, Dennis, the Fangs memberships, I believe they are anniversary build.
Yes.
Pokemon is too old? Pokemon is still running.
Pokemon's never too old.
Wow.
They just keep restarting it.
That must be like ancient. I was actually in high school when the Pokemon craze started up.
I was in primary school, and I remember my first episode because friends had been talking about it, and I had no idea what it was. And I actually stayed home sick one day, and then that's how I caught the episode. So that was my first episode. I was like, oh, this is what they're talking about. So I was like glued to the screen trying to figure out what my friends were all into.
Nice.
I honestly don't remember. I remember watching it, but I don't remember the
Yeah,
show.
I can't really remember a show. But this was also back in a time where I think one of the cartoon, it may have been Cartoon Network on Saturday, Saturday or Sundays that did like anime for like 4 or 5 hours straight. And they were the only people doing it. So you get to see like a lot of cool stuff that you would have just never been exposed to, especially back in the day. I mean, internet barely worked, you know. The only way you found out about cool stuff was if other people were talking about it within your local group.
Right? Yep.
But yeah, so like, you know, that's where I learned about like Galaxy Express 3.9 and Grave of the Fireflies and things like that. Just like what I consider good anime anyway. I don't like a strat. Got a lot of garbage in there. I don't need. I deleted everything, damn it. Wicked City. I don't think I've heard of that. I don't know if this work. Probably not.
Oh man, I'm doing a rush job on these books. They're a lot harder than I thought they were going to be.
I'll make you a fresh set.
With less. This has so many books.
Like, I think that cartoon image only had 2.
It'd be really cool, Ryan. If you make those books and you put the titles on them embossed just enough that a dry brush will show it up.
I could do that.
But what would those books be?
Inspired and MeaD MaDe.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yes. The Chronicles
Karate
of.
Breathing by MeaD MaDe.
Wax on by Inspired,
All right.
wax off by MeaD MaDe. It's a 2-part book. You got to buy one of each. You got to buy them both so you can understand.
One's attack, one's defense.
Yeah, but the odd chapters are in the first one, the even are in the second, so you definitely have to read both.
Yeah, right, exactly. If you don't buy them both at the same time, you can't.
It won't
can't
make
read
any
it all.
sense.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, look, that image only had 3 books. This has got 5.
Sparky, I am jealous of that slice of pizza because I made a few of them for my turtles, and that one looks way better than mine.
I think it's the gooey cheese, right?
Yeah. So don't forget you got to put the marshmallows and actually if you Google it, I remember doing it. If you Google it, you can actually Google what the turtles' favorite pizzas are, like what their toppings are. One's like mushrooms and something, and
Actually, we should ask the chat.
Yes.
Come on, chat. What's Mikey's favorite pizza?
Won't show it yet.
Everyone frantically Googles.
I have a whole internet cookie for the first person that can give me Mikey's favorite pizza.
A whole cookie?
A whole internet cookie.
Wow.
Normally you see them with the bite taken out of, but I'm going to give you the whole one this time.
You're the one taking the bite out of it, though, aren't you?
Shh. Nobody needs to know that.
All right, what are we doing?
Everybody's frantically
Alright.
researching the answer.
I'm going to mute because I'm going to dry this.
Michelangelo's favorite pizza is
have ham, pineapple, and jalapenos.
ham, pineapple, and jalapenos. Sparky, is that right? Did you have the answer?
I actually didn't find the answer. I was on images, so I've got a whole bunch of other stuff. So I still need... Oh,
Okay.
We don't want-
There's one book.
How many's there? 5?
5. For you painters out there, my buddy just gave me this because he bought a huge set of it, but it's called Pro-acryl, and it's like the best white ever. Like, if you see, like, that's just one pass on these books. Like, it covers up everything, and that's on black, but it's got a super, super high pigment ratio. So, Pro-acryl, just in case anybody wants some.
Have a good night, Jonathan.
Thanks for stopping in, man.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, Pizza Hut did the TMNT thing when the first movie came out, because that's what that was. It a Pizza Hut or a Domino's pizza in the first movie? When he's like, pizza dude's got whatever amount of minutes.
30 seconds or whatever it is.
Yeah, pizza dude's got 30 seconds, and then it's.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
I don't think much anything. Oh, Chris got a book done, right?
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
It's
I'm
not
on,
about
I'm on
book.
3 books now.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is split these off.
So, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I know everybody has their preferences when they work on stuff between male or female. What about y'all? What is
Sorry, what's the question?
So, you know, I know a lot of artists prefer to do either male sculpts or female sculpts. I'm more of a female artist. I just seem to understand that better. But what about y'all? Well, how do you feel? Like, what is your preferred thing to sculpt or to draw? And the question is good for chat too, if we have any artists in chat.
Well, it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, so no preference.
As far as, I mean, from my history of what I've actually sculpted on Inspired, small rodent creatures. But I'll sculpt anything.
Yeah,
Alright, so-
most of mine are non-human. The non-humans are generally male characters, but I've done a couple of humans recently, and so far I'm liking the female better. But we'll see.
Yeah, I like the softer shapes. A lot of artists get caught up on that. And they don't understand. Like, I hear a lot of people complain about doing female anatomy, and I don't really know why. To me, it's a little easier to figure out. Like, especially with like Hellboy here, he's got muscles stacked on top of muscles, right? So it becomes
I feel
very
like, yeah,
difficult
with
to
the
figure
male
out.
forms, you have to know the anatomy a lot better, right? Because you have to define it. You can sort of smooth it away with the soft feminine form. Yeah.
Yeah, like the feminine form, you know, I'm not gonna say you can get it
Karen,
wrong,
welcome.
but like if you don't include something, like it's not gonna jump out at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chris,
Hi, Karen.
saying your camera froze.
My camera froze. Oh, I did, and with a dumb face. That's awesome.
Ooh.
I think the books are going to work.
Go to. Hold on, I gotta get one of these views that works for everybody till Chris comes back.
There we go. Stack of books for a leg. Gotta love it.
That's awesome.
Nice. Pure TMNT fashion.
All right, here's the test. It sets.
No wobble?
No wobble. A little bit, but you know, that's why there's books.
That's why there's books.
Yeah, that turned out all right. With 20 minutes to spare.
You got the antenna still.
Oh, crap. All right, here we go. I forgot about the antenna.
And it's super tiny.
I know. It's like a tweezers. It's what I'm going to need to use.
Could accidentally break it and not have to paint it. Just go grab some wire and get some.
All right.
Oh yeah, go get some wire and a little tinfoil. It'll be good.
I now vote for that. That's what you should do. Do that. I think that would.
Oh, I don't have my foil. Ah, crap. I usually keep tin foil, like aluminum foil in my drawers here. But we literally upstairs, we ran out of aluminum foil in the kitchen. I'm like, well, I got a new roll downstairs, and I went and got it. It's just funny, like today, all days. I haven't used it in like weeks.
Oh, that's a good idea, Karen. A gum wrapper.
Gum wrapper? No. I'm not big on gum.
Nope, no Cheeto dust on this one, I don't think.
Depending on time, we'll see. Put it on the knob.
Big handprints on the screen.
Ooh. That could be interesting. Okay. Now, this is the part that I've been fearing.
Why is the symmetry off?
You know what? We're going to use a power tool for this. I'm going to actually just grind it off. That way I won't break it. Alright, I'm going to mute it. This is loud.
We'll bring that up.
We have one.
It's so
And those
small.
are tiny.
It's so tiny. All right. One
That's
more.
really impressive. It printed. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, the 8K screens, I tell you what, they will print. It's amazing of how small that they will print. Like the detail it gets.
Did you need a support? Or
I actually, like, this is the whole thing. This is what the other one was.
yeah.
Like, I supported it a lot, like, not even thinking.
So
Yeah.
removing them would have been a bit of fun, right?
Yeah, it's challenging, that's for sure, to try to get rid of it. This is the other one, so I got to do the other one now. All right, I'm going to mute it. It's going to get loud.
That's not what his face looks like.
Whew.
What's up?
Boy, I was shaking watching him doing that. That's some tiny stuff.
Just that little tiny knob came off, but I got everything else. Woo! I would not recommend doing this at home like this, because a power tool that close to your finger isn't very safe. There's my safety minute.
Did we lose Chris?
Whew, man. That got my heart going.
I believe it.
All right. Oh man, they fit perfect.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
Oh man.
Bring that.
All right, I'll take them out and glue them now. So hard to grab. All right, one. And woo!
Looks like Chris's camera completely died.
Oh no.
It's trying to fix it.
All right. Find the center here.
Alright, sorry guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're a little quieter. But yeah, I can hear you.
Alright. Well, as long as I'm back.
Is it hitting the right mic?
Here we go.
Let me check. Of course not.
There we go.
Hold on, let me get you on full screen again.
How about now?
That's much better.
All right.
That looks awesome, dude.
Good job, MeaD.
Thanks.
Even with the missing dial.
And it's more authentic.
It definitely is.
Yeah. I'll
Looks
mess it
great,
up
man.
right there like it got broke.
Yeah.
We got some time. Whew. Man, that got me going with that antenna was scary. All right. So let's dirty it up a little.
Cool.
Want to bring Hellboy back on screen?
Oh yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and show you where I'm at with Hellboy. We got 10 minutes left. I can remember how to do anything. Alright, so here's where I'm at with Hellboy. You see me go through a lot of kind of not liking a lot of what I did tonight. That's why the body that I sculpted out is gone, because I'm going to redo that. But this is getting closer. It's not quite there. But you know, I said we'll get this guy closer and closer to what I think everybody expects Hellboy to look like, and then we'll keep building the body out from there.
Awesome.
Looks
The
good.
body is obviously much faster than the face.
Yeah, it will be once I get the proportions right. Go ahead and load this up. So for y'all that don't know, this is my next model that's coming out.
Woo! Heck yeah.
Nice.
So excited.
Yeah, I'm 99% done with the keys, and then I'm going to start test printing hopefully after work tomorrow. So don't freak out, but I will show you how many pieces this thing is in. It is completely split up by color.
Wow.
There's a couple caveats of things that I haven't merged together, like the base and the nunchucks. You know, here's a piece, there. Those, the nunchucks are one.
Oh man.
But yeah. So
I
like,
think you should have made the nunchucks every single link.
no. But you know, like the eyeballs slide inside the bandana. The bandana's got its own little thing. Then let's see, somewhere out here is a mouth. You know, that snaps on top of there. You got teeth that go in there, and a tongue. So basically, said it'll all be split up by color, and then the mouser, like you may have seen several pieces of the mouser, it's going to be simplified. So like the leg will be one piece, you'll have the body, the neck, the top of the head, and this leg. So that's not as bad as Mikey.
So I was telling Chris before we started that this, like the way he's building this, if you're thinking about getting into painting, this would be like one of the best things ever, just because it all of the parts, like you just need to be able to get a good base coat and then assemble it right with just minimal painting with like the bandages and stuff. Like I love that this could be an absolute nightmare to paint, but you've made it so easy.
Yeah, it's really gonna be a beginner friendly model for painting for sure.
But it looks so complex too. Like that's what's amazing about it. Like
yeah, like I said, don't let it intimidate. It seems like a lot of parts, but it's gonna go together real easy. I mean, if you could do a simple Lego build, you can build this thing. So, you know,
Everything's logical.
yeah.
it's so beautiful. I love it.
Let's bring it back.
So this is gonna be a fun one, guys.
All right. I'm gonna call this guy done. I've gotten him dirtied up a little bit,
Okay.
so he's got a little bit of grunge like the last one.
Nice.
Awesome.
And then I
That
darkened
looks
that
amazing.
a lot. Yeah.
No Cheeto dust on the knobs.
Oh God. What did I use? I think I used this and orange. All right.
We've got a
Just a
whole
little
thing
bit,
now.
you know. Most of it comes off on the controller, but
I think this is the combo I used last time. All right.
Oh man, I remember having to like hold the rabbit ears while watching a show because like if I didn't touch it, the picture would disappear.
Had too
Because you
much-
were actually part of the antenna yourself?
Yes, that's you know, my robot heritage. All right, I'm pretty much done with the block out here. Let's give this a save.
There we go.
there we go.
Continuation.
It's a complete set now.
Yeah. Amazing,
Yeah.
dude. Love it.
Thanks. This was a fun paint.
Yeah, man.
I'm surprised just like random scatter objects. Painting them is like really fun.
Yeah. Alright, so what do you got, Sparky?
I have. He's pretty much ready to start going into posing.
Okay.
So to make him more print
Nice.
friendly, I'll probably sit him down.
Okay. Going for like
On that slice?
Oh yeah, he's going to be eating that pizza.
But what kind of pizza is it?
Well, apparently it needs pineapple and something else on it. What was it?
Ham, I
Pepperoni,
think.
pineapple, and jalapenos.
Pepperoni and ice cream, jelly bean and mushroom, or anchovy and peanut butter?
Jelly bean and mushroom sounds disgusting.
It's a turtle pizza.
man, some don't like me today. I'm having all sorts of issues.
Oh really?
Yeah, my headset just died. It's like, I'm done.
It's been a technical stream, that's for sure.
Yeah. Awesome.
Hey, it's live. You know, things happen.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys saw Uncle Jesse. He had a live stream today with his new K1 Creality printer, and he broke the front glass.
Oh,
I did see
Wow.
that.
I was watching it, and he was like doing the foot, and it just like the door swung open too hard, and it just shattered. It's
yeah.
like, oh my
Oh,
god, I feel for
no.
you. It's live. His reaction was the best. He like posted like on I think Twitter like that clip of it happening, and I mean he just stared at the camera like in like shock.
Oh man.
I swear he has the worst luck.
Oh my god, he does.
Yeah.
Well, it's just to think. The more you do something, the more accident prone you are to cause problems.
100%.
But that's also how you become the best at what you do, so.
I love at the end of every paint job, like I have got like a huge mess like all over my desk. Like this was a clean space when we started.
No way.
I am a very messy person. I just like leave everything where it's at. I just keep grabbing it.
Yeah, you don't want to see my studio that you can't see right now.
I spent all morning cleaning my studio because it was just out of control.
Yeah.
I had just too many projects going on, and I'm like, oh, I'll just take care of that later. I'm like, I had supports all over the floor. I mean, I filled a trash bag full of just like broken up supports and.
See you, Dennis. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, Dennis.
Bye, Dennis.
Hey, we'll see you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Dennis.
What's going on here? Oh, yeah.
All right.
We're here. We're at the end.
We
Yeah.
are at the end.
That's
So-
30 seconds.
Guys, you got that 30% off coupon for our Thangs account if you wish to go sign up. And that is posted throughout the video. And I'll post it in the chat now. Be nice to make sure I spell it right. You can join our Discord for free. You can join MeaD MaDe's Discord for free. You can find our Discord at Inspyr3D.com. And we have a link for MeaD MaDe's.
So, were you gonna show off what you got coming, Ryan, and then we can end the show on that?
Yep, we can do that.
Okay, I'll just move mine.
Getting it. So, Marty's sharing it. That's probably okay. So there we go. I have just finished.
Oh man,
That's so cool.
Them up.
Awesome.
Oh my god, he comes apart easy too. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure I've gotten every single piece support free.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
That is
Every
epic.
single piece. The only piece that might need a little extra love is the bandana.
Cool.
So this should be pretty good.
So that basically means I need to get more green paint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
Awesome, dude.
And what scale is he?
He is actually just shy of half scale.
Oh man, he's gonna be huge.
So, and I think to get him that scale, all you need is about a Saturn, an Elegoo Saturn. But for Mars, you should be able to be at 1/4 scale, or
Nice.
an MA-cubic photon mono should be in about 1/4 scale.
I can't believe that. It looks so good. The face. I just love the facial expression.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Nailed it.
And here is this all painted up.
Oh god.
Awesome.
And based on the accessories and stuff that we have been doing thus far, all of the weapons and stuff actually print separately and on their own.
Oh my god.
So if you wanted to take one out of Raph's holster here and put it on the TV, totally works. Maybe even replace one of the antennas.
Oh, jeez. That makes me want to just
Cool.
make one stuck in like the screen.
Yeah, I'm giving you guys total customization with that one.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, Angry.
So there you go. He will be out very, very soon. He is going through test printing now.
And like I
Oh,
said,
man.
Matt Usagi came out today, so he's up for you guys, and it's just up to me and Ryan to get our models out for the month. So
Oh, I
Matt,
almost.
did you want to pull Usagi up?
Who, me?
Mhm.
Just 1 second. I'm got the next lineup.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we want to show that off?
Yeah, why not?
How do I do that? Oh, present.
And that'll take the screen from me.
Slides, extra camera. Oh, share screen. Duh. I pick ZBrush. Hang on, I was in posing mode.
Awesome.
So they had the originals had necklaces,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't a big fan of them, so I gave them belt buckles.
Yeah. Cool. And these are the punk frogs, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Looking good.
Gotta find the last one. There it is.
So even more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
So they're all like basically right now they're all just colored with their own belt buckles. But when I get them
Uh-huh.
into like pose and stuff, I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of like like skin texture, just to change them up a bit,
Okay.
a little bit more, so they don't all look identical. But I'll like.
Didn't some of them have like flowers on the shirts?
Yeah, the two with the
Yeah.
the two like the plain ones. So I still gotta like. I'm gonna do it after I pose them. It wasn't. It was circles. They're just round.
Oh, they're just circles. I remember there was
yeah.
something on them.
Yeah. So they and they're all like opposite colors too. So it's like the purple shirts. The
These look good.
I don't know if that's gonna show. No, it won't. Yeah. So like the purple shirt has. The purple shirt has orange circles, and then the orange shirt has purple circles. So they're like mix and match.
They were really saving on the production.
Yeah, that's what I get. Yeah, and then like to give like so the necklaces that they had were just like chains with like either like a circle or a triangle. So I went and did that with their belt buckles. So you get 2 round ones and 2.
Oh, nice.
Right. So
Awesome.
I'm still trying to keep everything. Oh, do that. So yeah, still trying to keep some resemblance, and they still have their weapons. The only thing I changed was I never understood why Genghis Frog only ever had 1 battle axe. So I went and tweaked his old axe that I made from the old set. I think I'm going to give him 2 instead, just to counteract like Leonardo.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. Well,
Do
with
you want to bring up
that,
Pitagi?
Oh yeah. Like the model? That's it?
Yeah.
Man, he looks good.
So that just
Like I
came
said.
out today, guys,
yep.
with an alternate head.
And that's free download this week for everybody. So if you haven't gone into our things account yet and download it, go ahead and do that.
I'll go like it and download it.
Yep.
Well done. Looks really nice.
Cool, man. All right, with that, everybody, we'll end
Sparky?
the show. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's Sparky.
Did you have anything you wanted to show?
Oh, jeez. Let's have a look.
Other than
I
the
do.
adorable Squirtle?
Other than my adorable squirrel. Let's see, what am I working on at the moment? I've got. Oh, he's huge. Hey!
Oh, Fern Gully.
Yep, Fern Gully.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm working on Zach. He's the first male human I've ever done.
Awesome. It's looking good.
So Krista's already out,
and-
right?
Yeah, Krista's already out. I'll bring her into. Let's see. Oh, this might be the wrong one, but we'll see.
Hmm.
Yeah, there we go. This one. She's a bit dark because I painted her, but never mind. So we got her. And Batty to go with. You guys seen Batty, right? Oh, where's Batty? There we go. Maybe this one?
It's awesome.
Oh well.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And then and then I've got some other things in the works for Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh,
But, they're very, very, very early. You see my little Rocco in the corner there? You
Yeah.
can't see where I'm pointing, but yep.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Super awesome.
that's great. Love it.
And these are available on your things?
Yep, on my things account. So Sparkyface5. Things.
Right. Awesome.
Nice.
Here we go.
Link.
So if you come to my things page, you can see all the models I've got out. Penguin Army are one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this guy. Actually, when I printed him out, I broke his toe because I dropped him. And now it just looks like he's screaming at me like, ah, why?
That's awesome.
That's so good.
Yeah.
This
for
one
real.
actually is yours, Chris. I got yours up here.
Oh yeah. Little tails.
Yep.
Tails and Sonic was a collab.
Mm-hmm.
And that was super fun.
Yeah.
And for everyone who's into Halloween, this one's free. It's a skeleton duck, like the rubber duckies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was super popular, wasn't he?
Yeah, he does need supports though, so watch out for that.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. And Mr. MeaD MaDe.
You got a TV.
Rocking
Looks
off.
awesome, man.
I can hear it now.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, it feels like you just took it out of the package or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like a toy. It just boop,
Yeah.
there you
Yeah.
A lot more delicate,
Looks
that's
great.
for sure.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, no. Here I can show this. I finally
Alright.
finished this from last week. The controllers are actually attached now.
That's cool.
But yeah.
How did you do the cables?
They're wire.
That is amazing.
It's just gauged wire, and I took all I did was take a drill bit and just spun it around there a little bit because there was already like little holes there already, and just made it deep enough and glued them in.
Awesome,
Yeah.
man.
It looks so authentic.
It turned out really good.
It looks amazing.
This has been a lot
That
of
Cheeto
fun.
dust.
Yeah, that was somebody last week. They said because when I was grunging it up, they said add some Cheeto dust, and we did.
Yeah.
I think that was Sparky.
That was me.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Then it's all because of you. I think it really, like, honestly, the controllers are my favorite because, like,
Yeah.
they're just, I mean, they are beat up, nasty, and Cheeto. Like, I wouldn't pick this up. Like,
You like see it in the pawn shop. You're like, yeah, I want it, but
yeah.
can you wrap it? Can you wrap
you
it?
put
for
it in a
me?
bag for
Yeah.
Looks great, man.
Did you want to tell us about your Patreon?
Yeah, so I have a Patreon for anybody that wants to join. I've got different levels. So I've got a free Discord server where I've got a couple channels where people can just join, ask questions, or just chat. And then I have my Patreon where if you sign up for that, you can get full access to all of my channels where you can post pictures, and I do lives every once in a while just on Discord. And it's honestly, the community's been growing like crazy. I think we're past 50 patrons now, and that's been in the last, like, it's just exploded in the last month. And there is just a ton of people of all skill levels. Some just like to print, some print and paint, and it's just really fun because everybody helps each other out. Because I'll go in and find out, like, somebody had an issue asking me, and like 2 or 3 other people already answered them. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. but it's a
Yeah.
really good group in there.
That's awesome, man.
But I'll put the link just in case anybody wants to join.
I just
Yeah.
dropped it.
All right. Well, this has been fun, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I don't know what next week's show is going to be like, but join us again next week. Same time, same place.
All right. See you later, guys.
See you,
Thanks.
everybody.
See you, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.